Today, RC drivers, we're going to take a look at the new Venus 110 scale electric rally car with this awesome Lancia body on it. It's from KillerBody, and these guys make some interesting decisions. I'm going to tell you what I mean by that later in the video. There it is out of the box. This thing looks pretty cool. Now, if you're not familiar with KillerBody, they make a lot of different body sets. I've actually got one of their Subarus and a Corvette, but we're here to check out this car. This looks very well detailed, and that's what you can expect from KillerBody. This comes out of the box just like this. I didn't have to put any of these decals on, clear windows, nicely painted, and this is a licensed replica of the 1993 Jolly Club Racing Team Repsol livery Lancia. I'm not gonna pretend I know what this is. I didn't watch a lot of rally when I was younger, and when I did, I was more of a Mitsubishi guy, so I focused in on Tommy Mäkinen, but I know that this is going to appeal to a lot of people. I've seen the Repsol livery on a lot of different cars. This one looks really cool. You got the roof scoop here, the almost vertical rear spoiler, even some nice details in the front grille. So the grille is molded, chromed, and then they use the Lexan body to act as the light lenses. There's headlight buckets behind it. Those are chrome, so if you do add LED lights to it, they don't come with it. They have a kit for that. Those will go right in, be nice and bright. You can see the LED housings behind the transparent red and amber lenses. Mirrors on the side. The only downside to it that I could see is the body post. That knocks it down a few points in the scale department, but overall a really good representation of this Lancia. And now we need to get into the chassis, and this is where I said they make some really interesting, odd maybe decisions. So from my little research that I did on the Lancia, I believe it was all-wheel drive, and the chassis here, although scale to the body, is a rear-wheel drive chassis. It almost looks like a converted two-wheel drive 14 scale buggy, but again, the proportions of this chassis fit that 10 scale body perfectly. I like that they've got a foam bumper in the front, short little suspension arms. They've got a swing steering bell crank, adjustable turnbuckles, so that's pretty sweet, and oil-filled shocks. These are a composite body shock, but you've got aluminum caps and aluminum preload collars. Looks pretty good, actually feels not too bad. I wonder what the balance is gonna be like. So this is a molded tub chassis, a lot of bracing in the center with those honeycombs, and then the battery mounts back here under this Velcro strap, and it actually looks like you can move the battery forward, so if you wanna adjust your weight bias, that's a good sign right there. It's some adjustability. The rear suspension setup, so you got oil-filled shocks in the rear, your simple H-arm, even the outer hubs, those look like some of the modern 10 scale setups where you could adjust the position of your vertical ball stud. And then check out the transmission. So it's got a gear differential in there. It doesn't really feel like they've added any sort of oil in there. So I'm guessing it's just a grease diff. Metal dog bones, metal outdrive, so that's pretty good. It looks like it's got a slipper clutch under there as well to adjust. And then out at all four corners, you've got these rally style block tires, white rally spoke wheels. And then the electronics, not exactly your 10 scale size stuff. Again, more like 14 scale. It's got a metal geared servo, Fly Sky 2-in-1 system, is waterproof, T-plug connector, and then back here, a 390 long can size motor. Just a brush system in this. Let me show you what else comes in the box. So you get your basic Fly Sky radio system. You're gonna need some AA batteries for that. And then they give you this Li-ion pack. And here is your USB balance charger. Basic tools, instruction manual. Pretty interesting setup. Love the body on it. The chassis, well, we'll just have to see how this thing drives. Let's head outside. You guys ready to see how the Venus does? I'm up here in Fitchburg, Massachusetts at RC Excitement. You can see these guys are still kind of thawing out. Can't run that side of the track, but over here, it looks pretty good. We got some dry stuff, we've got some damp dirt, and I want to see how this rally car goes. So we'll spin this thing around, get on the throttle. Oh, look at that. That's working. That rear end definitely wants to come around. I am doing a lot of counter steering. Just keeping that thing straight. Probably would really benefit from an AVC or just some sort of gyro, actually. So we just got that rear end pushing up, and there it goes around. So let's check out the top speed. That is full throttle right there. So it's, I would say, probably in line with what Tamiya car has put out, power-wise, with their 540 motor. You got to remember, this thing is pretty lightweight. But yeah, that rear end, that wants to come around. I'm doing a lot of throttle and steering work here. Got one jump intact, so let's see what we can do with this jump. Spin it around, I want to get some air with this thing. There we go. It drives like a two-wheel drive buggy. Could use a little bit more power. And man, I think they should have went with a four-wheel drive platform. I mean, this is usable. What am I thinking, guys? We've got a berm here. We could use this as a jump. We're sending this. Launch it. Yeah, there we go. And it landed. Nice. Look at that, two-wheel drive. If this was four-wheel drive, it wouldn't have been a problem there. A little push, there we go. I'm kind of cracking on it a little bit, but if this thing had a good surface, a good smooth surface, I think it's gonna be fun. So they got the steering dialed way back on this. I think it's just so you're not overcompensating. You get a little power slide going, yeah. Okay, so it's got its fun moments. It does, it really does. The price tag on this thing, $220. And at first I was like, oh, that's a little much. I probably would have liked to have seen it around $199. But then I looked at the price of some of their body sets and they range from $75 all the way up to like $130 just for a finished body. So when you look at it in that respect, you know, you're getting a car for about $100, the chassis with electronics. It's probably priced around where it should be. Again, maybe a few bucks less would have been nice. I know it's not gonna be a rocket, but we need to speed test this car. Just gotta slap the GNSS on there and go for it. Looks good, we've got 12 satellites. We'll get this thing fired up. What do you guys think? I'm guessing about 15. Not a rocket, like I said. It's probably gonna be fun on the asphalt though. I have to drive it around a little bit here. All right, and we've got 19. Oh my God, I'm way off on my speeds. That's not too bad. Might as well see how it does on the asphalt. Actually, much more controllable here than that loose dirt. Little understeer entering the corner. Seems a little off balance, so a little more roll in one direction than the other. But this is gonna be way more fun on the asphalt, I think. So you get a rally car. Fun on asphalt, decent on dirt. Yeah, guys, so it's kind of baffling that they went with a two-wheel drive platform for an all-wheel drive car, and considering that they have some other four-wheel drive cars in their body lineup, it's just kind of weird that they did that. It would be really cool if they have an Escort body at some point that they put on this chassis, but overall, it was kind of fun. I made the best of it, and for a brush system, I was kind of surprised it went 19 miles an hour. Again, I think with a little electronic upgrade, it'll be a bit more fun. It was manageable on damp dirt, and then here on the asphalt, much more drivable. So if you like this style of body, you gotta have it in your collection. Again, I mean, I think it's priced okay. I keep harping on the price. I think it should have been like $200, but it is a fun, drivable car. I'll have a link for it in the video description below.